Back in bold. This is Bold Perceptions.
Kind of like the attitude is a little different. Like we were trying to win games and the GFL is very competitive, but we had problems with like practice turnout. Guys couldn't come for whatever reason, or they were flying in from another country on the weekends just for game day. So it was hard with that, just like organizing a real team. You're just kind of showing up playing. Where here, it's a little more organized in that sense. So I think that's what separates them. And I think when back in the day when the GFL and Japan was playing, Japan was winning those games. Living that way just feels more independent. I feel like I'm more in control of my time, and I love playing football, and I didn't feel like I had a purpose that much in the 9-to-5 world. And now I feel like, I'm trying to learn a language. I'm trying to win a championship, trying to get myself financially independent. And I feel like I'm more in control. And but like you said, there's nothing that replicates that, the glory of winning, or like that pain when you lose in football, because it physically hurts, right? You're out there, you're giving it your all. And when you win, it feels great. And when you lose, it feels awful. Like you're physically hurt, you're mentally embarrassed. You're like, I didn't perform well. And you just can't get that from just like, all right, I'm an entry level so-and-so and I'm living a cool, relaxing life. And I like that edge of football, like you're talking about, the brotherhood, the physicality of it. And it's a game that I couldn't walk away from. I had to come back into it while I still could, And
Well, yeah, and that's what I think traveling first does for people, because you do feel alive, right? Everything is new. You have no pattern recognition, new culture, new city, new language, and so you do feel alive. But then again, like everything, that gets old. And that's why I'm so thankful I have like a bold perception. So if you're not doing a combat thing, you're more of like an artistic type of person that gives you purpose, that gives you something to build. I think it is like huge. The money, all this shit, and I'm so glad I got to experience it. Like I literally felt like I was living the Miami lifestyle with $50 million in Florianopolis. Like I got to feel it because everyone, their whole life works towards that, right? I want to go retire on the beach and be with a beautiful woman, or be with one girl. I don't know what you want. Drink and do whatever the hell you want. Once you get it, and a lot of people don't get it till they're 50 or 60. They're like, oh my God, my whole life I worked for this. And it's not anything I thought I was going to be.
Right. And the question is always, now what? You worked your whole life for 50 years. You traded 50 years of hard work for that magic retirement or the 2-week vacation in Europe, and now you're like, well, now what? Yeah, I realized that during work is like, I don't want to spend my whole life just chasing a retirement that maybe I don't even enjoy, right? Like, it's just the nature of the business. And I think that's what's cool about sports actually in America is since it is so competitive, it's the ultimate equalizer. They don't care about race, gender, height. Like, it's like, who is going to get me the wins? Because this is how I'm feeding my family. So I don't care about anything besides how well you play. There's a lot of Americans, I think, exceeding that. They're like, oh, I'm not treated the way I want to be treated in the U.S., whether it's racism or sexism or their business is taxed too high. But they're finding escapes in Asia. I know Indonesia and Malaysia are really popular for digital nomads. It's an opportunity, and it's something that you can control then. But yeah, I think right now, just complaining about your situation in the U.S. Is very easy to do, and sometimes it's like, all right, well then do something about it. Go hit the road, man, and then see what else is out there. I've never owned a TV. I've never bought a TV just because I just never had one. Now I have no desire. I realized, well, what a waste of time that is. Like, I realized, wow, I value reading, or I value learning instead, or part of the trap, man. Everyone's fighting for your attention. Take control of it. That's what I would say. I used to be really goal driven, and I still am. Like, I'm trying to be a champion, but I realized you can't delay happiness to like, oh, I'll be happy once I'm a champion. I enjoy the process, like you said, of like, oh, the challenge of this, like you said, a check versus cover zero, or when I get this opportunity, I'm gonna do it. And I enjoy the little battles on the way to try to achieve my goal. And that's what really motivates me and gives me joy now, is like, same thing with the language learning. Okay, every day I'm gonna try to learn a new kanji. I'm gonna try to say something new to a stranger at the store. The little growth is what gives me happiness. And it's not so much an end goal thing anymore. It's the journey. And